It was just after sunrise when Jake Foster, a single dad and mechanic in a quiet Montana town, pulled into the gas station parking lot with his sleepy 5-year-old son, Mason, in the backseat. He was late for work, running on fumes, and the coffee in his thermos had gone cold. Life hadn't been easy since his wife passed 2 years ago, but Jake kept going, for Mason. That's when he saw her. A young woman in a faded army jacket, sitting on the curb with 2 little girls who looked no older than 4. One of the twins had a makeshift sling on her arm, and the other was holding a soggy granola bar. The soldier, he assumed she was a soldier, looked exhausted, as if she hadn't slept in days. Her uniform was dusty, her eyes glassy. The kind of tired that sinks deeper than the skin. Jake didn't plan on stopping. He had responsibilities, a job to get to, rent to make, but something in the way that woman clutched her girls, like she was holding the only things keeping her from falling apart, made him pause. He parked, walked over slowly, crouched to her level. "Need a hand?" he asked, voice low and kind. The woman startled, then quickly shook her head. "We're fine, thank you." But Jake had seen that look before. The one that said we're surviving, not we're fine. "Name's Jake," he said. "Got a kid, too. In the truck. Look, I've been down. Really down. If there's anything I can do." She hesitated, then, finally whispered, "I'm Sergeant Lena Hayes. Just got discharged. No home, no family left. VA's processing my claim, but everything's slow. I ran out of money last night." Jake glanced at the twins. One was shivering. "Let me get you something warm," he said, and bought 3 hot breakfasts from the diner next door, tossing in chocolate milk for the kids. That day, he didn't go to work. He called in, brought Lena and the girls back to his small trailer outside of town. It wasn't much, but it was warm. Safe. Mason immediately bonded with the girls, Addie and Emma. The way he shared his toy trucks with them, no questions asked, broke something open in Lena's heart. Over the next few days, Jake helped Lena contact support services, arranged a meeting at the local VA office, and even offered to help fix her old, rusted car that had broken down outside of town. He never asked for anything in return. He just showed up. One cold evening, the kids were watching cartoons when Lena sat beside Jake on the porch. "Why are you helping me?" she asked, voice barely above a whisper. Jake looked out at the sunset. "Someone helped me once, right after I lost my wife. A stranger paid my rent so I wouldn't lose my place. Said to pay it forward." Lena's eyes welled up. "I don't know how to repay you." "You don't have to," Jake replied. "Just don't give up." But the miracle came the next morning. Addie, the twin with the sling, hadn't spoken a single word since they met her. "Trauma," Lena had said. She stopped talking after witnessing something horrible overseas on base, the explosion that led to Lena's discharge and their temporary separation. But that morning, as Jake flipped pancakes in the kitchen, Addie walked up to him, tugged at his flannel sleeve, and whispered, "Can I have one with chocolate chips?" Jake froze. Lena gasped. Mason dropped his fork. Tears filled Jake's eyes as he slowly knelt to her level. "Of course you can, sweetie." It was a simple sentence. 7 words. But to Lena, it was the first sound of healing. Proof that safety and kindness could bring back something she thought was lost forever. Later, the doctors would say it was no miracle. That Addie had likely just needed time. But Jake knew better. Sometimes, the miracle isn't what happens. It's who shows up when you need them most. Weeks turned to months. Lena got a part-time job at a local library. The girls started preschool with Mason. Jake's home felt fuller than it had in years. They never labeled what they were building between them. It didn't need a name. It was family, real, earned, fought for, and maybe that was the miracle, too. Sometimes, the smallest acts of compassion spark the biggest changes. And sometimes, helping someone else heal, heals you, too. So the next time you see someone sitting on the curb,